So hey guys, a while back I just learned of a really just degenerate strategy, and it kind of pissed me off. So today I'm going to piss all of you guys off, just for spreading the knowledge. But all right, first thing we're going to need is Verte. Next thing we're going to need is branded fusion. Okay, so far so good. And then here, of course, we're going to need Fallen of Albaz. What are we summoning off of Verte here? Well, Albion, the Sanctifier Dragon. And then, of course, we're going to need this Fallen of Elbaz here. And what exactly are we going to send with Verta here? Because we have to send a Light Spellcaster monster to summon Albion, the Sanctifier Dragon. Oh joy, what can we possibly send? Yeah, it ruined my day when I saw this. So the only thing that is really bad here is that first off, you cannot open Branded Fusion because Verte specifically only sends from the deck. And if we do activate Branded Fusion, of course, we cannot summon Albion, right? Because well, we can't even use this Branded Fusion if we open it for the most part. Because the assumption here with this build is, well, this kind of build is you're going to just be using two monsters to make a Verte and then floodgate your opponent with this Albion by summoning Jowgen. And you know what's really bad here? We don't even need to summon Jowgen to our own field. We could summon this to like our opponent's field. So it becomes even harder to out. And also worth mentioning, you can't imperm this. So if you drew imperm for a turn, that doesn't work either. So, it's really troublesome. And honestly, Albion's effect in general can be just good in general, even without considering this. But this can send from hand, deck, or field, so opening Fallen of Albaz or Jowgen, it can suck, but not the end of the world, right? If we open Branded Fusion, that's the end of the world here, right? So the play here, I believe, is to potentially consider going like 60 cards just to reduce the odds of seeing like Branded Fusion. So yep, pretty miserable little engine we have here. But just for example, we can do this, and this is pretty somewhat reasonable to do. So here, let's say we have Vanquish Soul, right? What we can do is we can grab like all of our Vanquish Soul guys, whoop-de-doo, doesn't matter. So the basic idea of this combo is we're going to be making Verte at the end of our turn here, right? So let's assume we have the 2-card combo here, right? So let's say we open Rosin plus any fire. Doesn't super matter. Let's say it's maybe Ash Blossom Dew Spring, okay? So let's assume we do normal summon Rosin, adding Xiaolong, and we go through all of that. And now we'll have well, we should have Rosin plus Xiaolong, okay? So instead of linking off for Rock of the Vanquisher to use like Xiaolong's effect to add, we can just hold off on this and instead then link off our copy of Rosin and Xiaolong for Verte, and then we can go special summon Albion. And then during our opponent's turn, we can give our opponent like Jowgen and then pop their normal summon with Rosin. And the Xiaolong in the graveyard, we can actually just grab that back, I guess. The reason we go with Xiaolong is just going to be for the extra body in this case. But even if we open Rosin, of course, we can still just make Verte and then go like do this Albion garbage. And of course, since we can special summon Rosin to our own field, we can just do that. And if we want to prepare for the next turn even, we can just put Jowgen in the same zone as Rosin here. So we can do Rosin, do pop Jowgen in like the end phase. And then we can just do whatever we want with our Vanquish Soul combo. And we can do this every single turn. We can keep using Albion's effect over and over and over and over and over again. And also worth mentioning while we're here is Evenly matched doesn't work. This is just during your opponent's third period, so if they try to go battle phase, we can just give them Jowgen. And then what are they going to do? Evenly me? Yeah, I don't think so. So, this plays around a good amount of just cards in general. So, yeah, that's annoying. If we do this in, like, draw phase even, what's our opponent going to do about this? Like, well, if you have called by, I guess you could called by the Jowgen. But that might about, yeah, that might be about it. Except for that, you're really not looking at much. The only thing that's really bad, I suppose, is opening either Jowgen or Vanity Fusion in this case. And if we open Fallen of Elbaz, at least it's a dark, so you know, we can reveal it in our hand. So that's epic, I suppose. But all right. What about other examples? What else can we do with this? So that this was with like perhaps Vanquish Soul. So what if we want to use something else? Let's see. What else could we use this for? I don't know. Wouldn't be hard to just implement this in perhaps, I don't know, Snake Eye. Like, yeah. How would this be hard? All we have to do is just have two guys on field to link off, make Verte. And then we just send. So essentially, if we have two guys on field and we can link them off and they're both like effect monsters, and we did not open Brand New Fusion, we drop Albion and then Jowgen our opponent on the next turn. Yup. Isn't that fun and glorious? The important thing is just not locking ourselves, because then we can just always just do Verte like at the end of whatever our combo is. And that is just, simply put, disgusting. Even more disgusting is when you consider that we can actually use the Albion to plus ourselves and lock our opponent at the same time. So like with the example of Vanquish Soul, when we special summon Rosin to our field and Jowgen to the opponent's field, we're searching a card off of Rosin as well, and we'll be able to like just do this every single turn. Which is, simply put, degenerate as hell. So yeah, not exactly fun to play against. Wow, this card, I absolutely hate it. Thank you, Albion the Sanctifier Dragon, for nothing but being a war criminal and being used for nothing but degenerate reasons. Very epic card. And now that I think about this, uh, well, what does this card say exactly? During your opponent's turn, when this card in your possession is sent to your graveyard by opponent's card effect, it becomes the end phase of this turn. Okay, so this wouldn't work at least. So you can't give your opponent like a Necromana King, I think, and then just destroy it. I don't think that'll trigger. At least I hope that doesn't trigger off, like with Albion. Okay, so I'll at least hope. But I don't think it works. I don't want it to work, actually, so we'll just say it doesn't work, alright? If it does, then I just hope I'll never see it. So, yeah, alright. If we were to go with, like, one more strategy, here's an easy one to do this with. Memento. Memento, you usually make, like, Memento Tekulika, and then you end on IP. Okay, so instead of IP, we just make Verte. And then Verte makes, like, Albion. And with this, we can special summon the Angwitch to grab a copy of Mace. And that will allow us to take our opponent's normal summon with Mace, right? And now they're just stuck with Jowgen in like defense, and they can't even crash it or anything. And we can just do this on our opponent's turn every single turn. So yeah, that's anti-fun. Yeah, I'm not going to even bother saying it's fun because it's not. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And yeah, this tech is so just so degenerate. I just keep stuttering today. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.